The year was 500 AD, the turn of the century. It was a year of great suffering and heroism. The battle between man and monster reached its climax. Evil met its match in the land of the Danes. This epic battle determined the fate of the Danish people. Our journey begins with the building of the Great Hall Heorot. The hall took many years to build, but it was well worth the wait. It was to be used for celebrations and ceremonies. Heorot was the pride and joy of the Danes. All of the Danes were anxious for its completion. On the day of completion, all of Denmark came together to celebrate their new hall. But not everything was all well at Heorot. There was a fiend named Grendel who plagued this great hall.
Well, you see, us Danes were a happy people. Our beloved king, the all-fabulous Hrothgar, was good to us. Until that demon came to haunt us. Here we are, drinking and having fun, and next thing we know, there's like 30 dead people laying around in the hall. We all tried to kill him, but our swords never penetrated his disgusting scales. Go figure. Anyway, we eventually gave up, and Heorot just emptied out.
Over in Sweden, we had heard of this evil fiend Grendel that was attacking Heorot. We, being good kinsmen, decided to help our Dane friends out. Beowulf the Brave was the leader of all of us. He and 12 other Thanes, including me, went to Denmark to slay this Grendel. We wanted to show the Danes how to kill a fiend. When we arrived, we were greeted by the usual doorman. He was quite cooperative and helpful to us. On meeting Hrothgar, we had to leave our swords and spears outside. Beowulf and us then proceeded to talk to Hrothgar. He was reluctant at first. He didn't want to let us fight. Probably he was trying to save face. We all had faith in Beowulf and ourselves as soldiers. We had fought in many battles. Grendel would be no problem to us.
Before Grendel came, my king was always happy and cheerful. He was a good king, giving to his people all that he could. Then when that stupid monster came and attacked Heorot, I saw a big change in him. He moped around looking all sad and stressed out. But then hope arrived in the form of a Geatish prince with very large biceps. He had come to find Grendel and kill him.
The Geats and the Dane partied into the night and then soon fell asleep happily. In the middle of the night, Grendel creeped into Heorot. He was looking for a tasty snack. He found more than just a tasty snack. Beowulf sprung into action and started battling this fiend. In the final part of the battle, Beowulf tears off the arm of Grendel, and Grendel runs away in pain. Beowulf had defeated Grendel and won the battle. The arm was placed above the fireplace in Heorot. Many rejoiced at the defeat of Grendel, but not all did.
Grendel was a good person. I'm not saying that because it wasn't wrong in killing all those people, because he was. But other than that, he was a great person to have around. We used to have lunches together, and sometimes even stayed after for tea or coffee. Whenever I needed help in my duty, he would help me, and help me, and help me. He was extremely helpful, a great pleasure to have around. Beowulf was unfair. There was no need for Grendel's death. There was really no reason for him to die. All Beowulf should have done was talk to him. Grendel was very comprehensive. Grendel was a good person. Beowulf came and messed up our lives. He ruined our friendship and tortured my emotions. He murdered my feelings. He murdered him and me.
The only thing that devastated him was the death of his most beloved hall retainer, Asher, who was killed by Grendel's mother when she came to Heorot to avenge her son's death. She didn't even give him a chance. He was fast asleep when she took hold of him with her disgusting claws. Then she just ran away really fast like a coward.
Hrothgar was distraught and asked Beowulf to avenge Asher's death. Beowulf accepted and went to find Grendel's mom's lair.
Grendel lay in his lair, his mom taking care of him after that bastard, beast, monster ripped off his arm. What do you know, they could have barbecued it or something. Anyway, back to the story. So here Beowulf goes swimming through the water, and I'm like, hey, I think I'm going to follow him. And so he shows up at the lair, all bold and mighty, and the next thing you know, he's attacking G-Mom. That's Grendel's mom. He has the audacity to do that when her poor son lay dying because of him. And so she throws him on the floor. Haha. He gets back up. Mama's aching heart hurt her, so it was all wrong timing when he decided to use a sword. I mean, it wasn't even fair battle because she was at her weakest point. Rematch. The next thing you know, G-Mom's head is cut off. I mean, WTF, her head. And then he cuts off Grendel's head. WTF, his head. And so I swim away when I see him coming back into the water. And after he leaves, I bring back my underwater family and we cry our hearts out.
It was very exciting to hear about how he fought and killed both Grendel and his mom. This all made Hrothgar very enthusiastic, so he gave many treasures to the one they called Beowulf.
The Thanes are saved and all is well. Now Grendel and his Thanes will return home.